Okay, so the question we have here is that sulfuric acid is a strong diprotic acid, and we have been asked to calculate the pH of a 0.036 mole per dm cube solution of this sulfuric acid. Now, one of the significant things here to pay attention to is the fact that it's mentioned that sulfuric acid is a diprotic acid. And I guess if I just draw out the structure of sulfuric acid, you kind of get a good idea of why. Of course, we have H2 here, right? But if I draw it out, you kind of get a slightly better picture, I guess. So what we have here, this is what kind of roughly a representation of the structure of sulfuric acid. So you can see that each of these oxygens here has a hydrogen bonded to it, and when the sulfuric acid goes into solution, both of these hydrogens here, or the H's albeit, basically dissociate as H plus ions, and so that would kind of form this basically. So form that and plus 2H plus ions. And so if you look at the ratio here between the sulfuric acid molecule, I guess, and the H plus ions formed, you can see it's a 1:2 ratio. And that's what's basically being communicated here by the fact that it's strong, a strong diprotic acid. Obviously, strong relates to the fact that sulfuric acid will basically dissociate completely when it's in solution. So now let's go about working out this question, given that we know that it's a diprotic acid. So given that information, the first thing we need to do is take into consideration this 1:2 ratio thing. So we've got this concentration of 0.036 moles. We need to moles per dm cubed, and what we need to do is double this to get the concentration of the H plus ions. And so we double this and we get 0.072. And we know from the formula of that pH is equal to minus log, is equal to minus log in base 10 of the concentration of the H plus ions in the solution. And so given this, we can put into 0.072. So that would be, in this case, equal to minus log. And so if we now calculate that, we get that the pH is equal to 1.14267. And now if we round this to 3 significant figures, we get that the pH is 1.14. And so that's our answer. So it's very important when we're given a question which is for a diprotic acid as opposed to a monoprotic acid, to take into consideration the fact that the concentration of the acid will have to be doubled to get the concentration of the H plus ions for that given solution. Okay, yeah.